When did this happen? When did we become the bottom rung of podcasting?
I think it was when that cold snap killed off Joe Rogan.
Ned, what happened to the good audio?
I had to sell it for a new hard drive, which I spent on this novelty board.
Traumatic childhood.
I needed those. I really did.
Which is true. Means death for us all.
Up yours, children.
Welcome to No Kids No Money, a Simpsons podcast through the lens of time. It is your new favourite podcast for your favourite show. I am one half of your host, Ned.
And I'm Matt.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
And a producer over there on the ones twos.
I'm here.
Yes, you are.
Cliff in the button.
Everyone is indeed here. What do we have in store for the people this week, Matt?
We have Season 3, Episode 15, Season 12, Episode 5, and Season 22, Episode 6.
I already wrote it wrong. Why am I like this?
That's impossible.
This is Kent Brockman reporting live from Arnie Pie's traffic copter. But I can assure you this is no mere morning traffic report. Hi! Face the facts, Arnie. An overworked and underappreciated housewife has snapped and parked her car on the bridge, refusing to budge. This reporter is now going to be lowered down in the Channel 6 Sky Harness for an exclusive interview. Huh? Ow! Hey!
Starts off with Season 3, Episode 15.
Yes. Titled Homer Alone. Synopsis reads, the family's dependence on Marge causes her to suffer a nervous breakdown during her early morning errands, and she decides to go to a spa resort to calm down. Homer, meanwhile, has to care for the troublesome Maggie, while Bart and Lisa spend their time with their spinster aunts, Patty and Selma. The entire family realizes how much they need Marge to take care of things, and everybody is happy when she eventually returns from the spa.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have one quote and one scene, which isn't even really a scene.
I got a lot of little things written down here, so
Okay.
perfect. Anyway, I'll do a small one first. It was context-wise when Homer is sort of saying how shitty their family vacations are, because Marge comes up with Homer, I need a vacation, and he immediately assumes all of them are going.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, you got the three little monsters in the back. And then there's me, I'm not a day at the beach either.
Yeah.
Marge, can I have another sandwich? Marge, can I have another sandwich? And then basically the episode starts with Marge making all their meals for them and going over in her head exactly how they want things done. And it's real peculiar.
Yeah, and they're all just talking over one another. She full turns around and screams at them one at a time, and they all just start talking over each other again.
Double baloney.
Yeah.
I love in that scene, though, that Homer basically just keeps saying double baloney over and over again.
Yeah.
He doesn't say anything else, really. Bart and Lisa have, full, dialogue. They're, talking about, what the crust cut off or whatever else. It's, a full structured sentence. Homer is just saying, baloney over and over again.
Yeah. I love just how, strung out Marge is as well. It's been building and building up to this point, and they finally made her snap in a way that, makes sense for her to snap.
Yeah.
Just, basically has 4 kids.
Essentially, yeah. And just for her, to just straight up lose her shit and fucking block a highway.
Yeah.
Growl at a bus driver.
Yeah. All just the noises that come out of her mouth throughout the episode is great.
It's fucking fantastic. And I think one of the thing that really sets her off just before that is the only quote that I have is she's driving on the bridge up to she's gone to 7 different fucking bowling shops.
What's next on the other side of town?
I don't know what Nicky's telling you.
I haven't flushed a ball in years.
Alley ball. But there are so many great little, snap jokes in this episode, where Artie's, in the helicopter, he's like, hey, you'll see, I just dropped a bagel. And it's a literal 2-second clip, and it's just, you just see the bagel.
Fall out of the helicopter.
And then it just cuts to the next scene immediately.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So just before that, Marge is driving on the bridge and listening to the radio, and she's listening to Bill and Marty on KBBL, and they doing prank calls. They call some guy, and it's just Mr. Sherman, your wife is dead.
Oh God, no. That's right. She just walked through a plate glass window. There's blood everywhere. But I just talked to her. Yeah.
It's so fun.
The start of that is it's time for another Bill and Marty classic crank call. That was my favorite quote of the episode.
Oh, it was fucking great. Just the deadpan of your wife's dead.
I like when she turns the radio on in that scene, it's just jackhammer sounds.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it's good.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. One of my other ones was the first appearance of Arnie Pie.
Yep.
And he's up in the chopper. He's like, we've got big problems on the Springfield Memorial Bridge. Traffic going way back in both directions. And look out at the corner of 14th and Elm because I just dropped my bagel.
then I'm pretty sure that the immediate next scene is Ken Brockman in the chopper with him, and he says something about something to the effect of this is the most important traffic report we've ever had. And he's like, hey, and he's like, well, it's true.
Yeah. And then he gets lowered down on the belaying of the road.
Smacking him into the side of the bridge.
Yeah. Sort of reminiscent of when Homer's being pulled out of the gorge.
Yeah, you're right.
You got any other quotes and scenes?
No, I only have one other scene / moment. It's much later on in the episode.
All right. I got a couple of other little ones I can add in. It was more so just the recurrence of Patty or Selma both being Don Brodka at some point.
Oh,
They would both say a sentence and go, uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
That's probably where they got inspiration for Don Brodka's character, I think. Who was one of the best one-off characters of all time.
Probably. Oh, no, that's hard. Because as soon as you say that, you start, yeah.
But I don't know, he's up there. He's
probably top 5 at least.
He's immortalized on my skin, so I think he's got the mantle for me. There was another scene when Marge is at the spa treatment place and Troy McClure's got those crappy infomercials that are happening.
So good.
And that was probably one of the best, you might have seen me in such films as blah, 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 or Gladys the Groovy Mule.
Hilarious, because remember that fucking,
As seasons change.
Nah, what was the name of the band? Because I actually listened to it last night after we watched that episode. Yeah, I was in a band that released a song called Gladys the Groovy Mule.
Yeah. Wasn't Aaron Hampshire the singer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. So funny.
Bad person, bad vocalist. Go fuck yourself. We're not cutting that one.
First cut moment.
Fuck no. That one's staying in.
Because he loves The Simpsons too, I know that for a fact.
Good.
Let's recommend it to him. Okay.
Hey, man.
Another little side note was this is probably the first Maggie-centric episode that we've seen, and it was an episode that essentially brought her character to life.
Yeah, you're right.
So, she hasn't really had too much screen time, but they really hit home the fact that Marge is the main person that she needs, and she's never really spent any personal time with Homer before.
All right, yeah. Have you got any other scenes, moments, quotes, anything?
Just the one about Wiggum and Homer. So it was sort of foreboding the gay episode.
Wiggum's gay. That's all I have written down.
But yeah, the only quote that I got from that scene is when Wiggum's delivering Maggie back home, and he sort of describes she's small, she's a girl, big girl. And then Wiggum's I should fucking bring you up on 3 charges of child neglect. And he's just don't do it again, you big lug.
Yeah. Yeah, because he gives him a hug and kisses him a bunch of times.
Yeah, kisses him on the mouth.
So Wiggum gets a hard on.
His baton.
I got nothing until fun for it. Cultural references, through lines, anything.
Yeah, through lines. It's sort of foretelling for the next 2 episodes, but Lenny and Carl feature in every episode this week.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what exactly they appeared for in this episode, but they were in it. I know that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's this is probably like one of the first times that we've actually seen them in their complete characters kind of thing. They both have their voices, like the correct character models, everything, even like sort of their dynamic is very well established.
Yeah. And then it's another occasion of declaring something so-and-so day. So,
First appearance.
yeah.
Make Wendy's first appearance.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
There are a couple of other like really quick visual gags that I just love in this episode, like where Marge is watching the commercial for Rancho Relaxo.
Yeah.
And it's like the conquistador guy that comes down on his horse to the pool and just gets into the pool in the spa in his full armor.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just like that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And when Barney comes over to the house to help Homer.
Yeah.
And when Maggie eventually escapes, like Barney is just like Homer doesn't like let him sleep on the couch or anything. Barney's just like asleep on the kitchen floor.
You think you had a rough night? Try sleeping on one of these.
What is that?
Like
a conch shell.
A conch shell.
Covered in spikes.
Then he goes to rip the fuck what he thinks is Maggie out from under the front step, and it's just the water main.
Yeah.
Not only does he rip it out, he rips it out, and the pipe starts pointing in the front door.
Yeah. There was another quick, good visual gag. So, like, Homer and Maggie are, like, at home by themselves, and Homer's on the lounge laying down, and he sort of gets up. He's like, "Where's Maggie?" And she's, like, stuffed to the back of the lounge.
Fucking crushed underneath it.
Yeah.
There's even like another one in that little montage as well where Homer's got like the hand puppets for Maggie.
Oh, yeah.
And the rabbit, like the dog, comes up and just starts mauling the rabbit, and it makes sense. He's a greyhound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through lines of the last episode next week, but yeah.
Yeah, true. There was another little funny bit. It was like Homer getting up in the morning. He's like, "Maggie, time for your 9 a.m. feeding." Looks at his watch. It's 11:45. Yeah, got away with it. Oh, man.
All right, so reviews and then final thoughts.
Yeah.
Go on, Colin.
Oh, we didn't even cover any of like the classic Patty and Selma bits in this episode.
This is a good episode though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the kids have to go there and stay there.
Yeah.
And like they both have to sleep in Patty and Selma's bed.
Yeah.
And they're like looking through all their shit, and Bart picks out this massive bra, and then he brings out like this gun thing. And Lisa's like, "Oh, that's a blackhead gun."
Yeah, that's right. This is kind of like the first episode that they're really sort of established as like, I don't know, like lack of a better explanation, just gross
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or like, I suppose the way that they're sort of always portrayed is generally from like, you never see them through like Marge's eyes
Yeah.
or anything like that. The only way you ever see Patty and Selma portrayed is like either through the kids being like disgusted by them, or Homer who just fucking hates them because they hate him.
Yeah. Yeah, true. And like further to that fact is the food that they get served at their house.
didn't eat your tongue sandwiches.
Yeah. It's just fucked up.
Tongue.
Yeah.
Just like weird shit. There's like also like a really funny line when Marge drops them off.
Yeah.
And they're just like, "Oh yeah, like we're gonna be so happy to look after the kids. It's not like we're gonna have any of our own."
Yeah. Like, clearly
It's such a quick like.
Yeah.
You miss it late. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Because they don't actually get any real characterization until later on, until like the Sideshow Bob episodes and
Yeah, true.
yeah, the multiple times
you're right.
like, that Patty gets married, or Selma gets married.
Yeah. So the first episode of The Simpsons that shows Patty and Selma's fondness for MacGyver, and Selma says, "Richard Dean Anderson will be in my dreams tonight," and then they instantly fall asleep and just start snoring like really painfully.
Worse noises.
Yeah. Yeah. Furthers the point of just how grotesque they are.
Yeah.
All right, reviews. DVD Movie Guides, Colin Jacobson felt that the episode comes close to finding the series in a rut, as it sort of offers another iteration of Homer's a bad father theme. However, the emphasis on Marge's issues makes it different, and it's also fun to see life at Patty and Selma's place. It's another solid show.
So he just said that.
Okay.
He just said that the entire show sucks and that it's good.
And here's why it's good. Oh.
Yeah. Well, that was just a nothing sandwich, wasn't it?
Mm-mm. Straight out of Eric Hochberger's mouth. Nate Myers of Digitally Obsessed rated the episode a 3 out of 5, writing, "The episode serves only to demonstrate what is already obvious, that Marge holds the family together. It's entertaining to see Homer struggle with the most basic of parenting skills, but this happens at the expense of all the other episodes this season that show him to be a good father, albeit flawed. Still, it's nice to see Marge get her own show."
That's the joke.
It's bewildering that, like, you know, like, there was obviously not that much effort put into that review, but it is still just, like, leagues above that other cunt.
Yeah.
Just like, this was a show. Didn't like it, but I liked it.
Yeah.
18 out of 10. What?
Worst I've ever seen. Yeah.
People should be ashamed. 5 stars.
I feel like we could be like reviewers for this show and get better, like, coverage.
Yeah,
Is that not what we're doing, though, basically?
pretty much.
Yeah.
We just need someone to see it.
To a long
Of note. Yeah.
Alright, final thoughts. Leaning more towards the heartfelt side of things in this episode, it still had some funny moments, nice introduction to more of Patty and Selma's characters, and an expansion of Maggie's intellect. So yeah, it was really like the first time that we've seen like A, Patty and Selma, and B, like Maggie's characters sort of expanded upon to that degree. And I really like this place of Maggie's character where they just sort of like, because, you know, she doesn't have any voice lines kind of thing, everything has to be inferred, that she sort of understands more than people let on.
Yeah, and like the visual element of when she like escaped the house and she saw the plant that looked like Marge's hair at first, and then she went to the Nick's bowling alley place to see if Marge was there because she remembered that's where they went last.
Yeah.
When she's next to the car wash and like the guy in like the Buckingham Palace soldier
Yeah.
outfit. The guy tries to hand off him like
Don't touch me. What does that guy say? He says something governor.
Yeah, and he's got like the worst fucking English accent.
Yeah. And then she goes to like the hairdressing salon and it looks like Marge in the seat, but it's just like a dude with blue hair.
It's like, I can't even put a bag over my head.
Yeah.
Can't put it back if you get
Yeah. And then, yeah, finally Mag's asleep and it's like a giant ice cream cone and Wiggum's trying to like talk her down from not committing suicide, but she's just sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got so much to live for. And she's just,
Yeah. It's great.
When did this happen? When did we become the bottom rung of society?
I think it was when that cold snap killed off all the hobos.
Dad, what happened to the back seat?
I had to sell it for gas money. Which I spent on a novelty horn.
Season 12, episode 5.
Mm-hmm. Homer versus Dignity. Synopsis reads, when the Simpsons once again have financial problems, Mr. Burns pays Homer to play pranks on others and humiliate himself in public while Smithers is away, performing in a Malibu Stacy-themed musical. When Lisa sees what Homer is doing, she convinces him to spend the money to buy toys for kids at Costington's department store. Impressed, Costington invites Homer to be Santa Claus at a parade. When Burns tempts Homer with $1 million to prank the parade watchers, he declines, and Burns performs the pranks himself as Santa Claus.
I have like 5 quotes / scenes.
Yeah, I got 4.
Okay. I'll start us off, but I'm pretty sure the first one is going to be exactly the same.
Go on.
the very first scene where they're like, where were they?
The singing solo.
Yeah, they're leaving the restaurant after they've been like essentially arrested by the restaurant staff and forced to sing mariachi tunes to pay for their dinner.
Yeah.
And Homer and Marge talking about how they don't have any money.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Did we become the lowest rung of society?" I think it was when their cold snap killed off all the hobos. Dad, where's the back seat? I sold it for gas, which I spent on a novelty horn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. Just the kids standing on like the axles,
Yeah.
holding on to like where the seatbelts
Yeah.
should be. Incredible. That was my first one as well. So I'll take the next one because it'll probably be what you have as well.
Yes.
So Burns is like finally free of Smithers and he's like, got rid of the old ball and chain. And he's walking around the power plant and he sees like the vending machine. He's like, ooh, a candy shop. I'll take 2 pounds of Bristol's toffee. Oh, and don't wrap it too tightly though. I'm hungry now. It's
That's the example like 5 seconds.
It made a powerful interview today, my friend. That's going to be one of my most used quotes of all time.
Don't wrap it too tightly. I'm hungry now.
Yeah, 100%.
Just especially always out of context, like when someone gives you a coffee or something like that. It's not wrapped.
Yeah. Just anywhere you're out getting food. Like Mitch will bring it up a lot. We'll bring it up a lot.
Yeah.
Like
all the time.
Universally known, I would say.
This episode has a couple of like really iconic lines.
Yeah. Huge.
I think that's what, like a couple of mine are like just sort of ones that sort of stuck out to me, but most of them are like quotes that you would have seen written somewhere or somebody said they're like, their favorite quotes of all time. There's fucking heaps in this episode.
The really obvious one is like literally in the next scene after
The
one. Yeah. It's like, my eye can't get pudding in it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking, well, I have one written down for that scene, and I thought, yeah, because this is the one that sticks out to me more, like, just at the very start of the scene when, like, Carl's reading all that stuff off the word of the day calendar.
Yeah,
I concur.
And it was actually
Yeah,
Conquer.
yeah, on the calendar it's written, Conquer is written.
Oh, is it?
Not
Yeah.
Concur.
Really?
Yeah, I had to like scrub through it. I'm like, wait,
Did it have the definition for conquer or concur?
Conquer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
she used
Carl,
it wrong.
Carl says the wrong word.
Yeah. And then what was the next line that he says to like sort of follow that up? And he looks back at the thing.
I feel like that's the second one. I can't remember what he says at the start.
No, the concur.
Oh, no, that's right. He says, Mr. Burns just entered the room.
Yeah.
Oh. So what was your next one?
That was my next one.
Oh. This one's a quote from Burnsy. So Homer's already his prank monkey at this point, and Homer's like asking where his money is, and he like, oh, how stupid of me, and like throws it at him in the street, and that sort of blows around everywhere. And when he's picking it up, a bike rides over him in the gutter.
Oh, yeah.
And Burnsy says, why, you're so much more fun than Smithers. He doesn't even know the meaning of the word gay.
Better cuts to the gayest thing of all time.
Sitting in a dollhouse on a Broadway musical.
No, they're sitting on the front of like what would be like
Oh.
a Malibu Stacey convertible.
That's right.
Yeah.
So good.
My next quote is from Milhouse's dad. They're at the zoo.
Yeah.
Dad, I put you to buy me a panda cone. Oh my god, what do you do with the $68 I send your mother every month? Weekday, Dad wanted a DVD player.
Oh, just an absolute crumb.
Just destroys him.
Yeah.
That's so. Just the wording of it is incredible.
Weekday, Dad.
Yeah.
He's not even allowed to call him by name.
Oh, only refers to them both as that, weekday and weekend.
Wait a minute. And then in the next episode as well, which like, yeah, I'll just say it now because I'll completely forget. We also get like another stepdad like joke with Nelson.
Yeah, that's right. The Clinton.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good. My last one is from like the whole parade sequence. So they've got like Lisa Gibbons or something reporting the news with Kent.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a couple of real crappy balloons to start with, so I'll go through them first. It was like, Springfield always gets the worst balloons. Rusty the Clown. There was,
Boy, the Noid, he ruins pizzas.
oh, it's Funky Winkerbean. Hey, Funky. That was a real classic Marge line as well. I loved that. But like one of the Thanksgiving parade balloons is of Rusty the Clown, a reference to Rusty Nails. So Rusty Nails was a popular TV clown in the 1960s in Portland, Oregon, where Simpsons creator Matt Groening grew up. And Krusty the Clown is loosely based on Rusty Nails.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, further to my quote, after they've seen a couple of like crappy things, Lisa Gibbons is like, here's a float saluting the Native Americans who taught us how to celebrate Thanksgiving. Interesting side note on this float, the paper mache is composed entirely of broken treaties. Oh, man.
And this was like, this is just before, but like this whole scene is fucking fantastic. Like just the way that it's paced, all of the fucking jokes in it that just run off like one after another.
Yeah.
Like the little interactions that Lisa has with the orphan kid. He says something about he's like really excited to see Sandra, and she's like, oh, I think he'll be here soon. He's like, don't touch me. Nothing gives you that right.
Oh, and that was like Tippy from all the like Troy McClure infomercials.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to eat lunch here.
Oh my god, oh, Billy's dead.
Yeah. Oh.
I've got one more quote. Have you got anything else?
I just got a few.
So preceding that, preceding that, but like following immediately pretty much after my previous quote, Homer has like escaped the panda enclosure at the zoo, and like it's as said in the description, he's talking to Lisa about what he should do with all of the ill-gotten money.
Yeah.
She goes, well, there's lots of needy kids out there. I see what you're saying. I need to buy a gun.
Oh, there was a lot of dark jokes in like all the episodes this week and next week.
That's the other thing I have started to notice as well, because like I thought that it was not kind of reserved for like the later seasons, but I thought that they were relying on it a bit more because of like things we've spoken about before of like just them, you know, sort of moving through their comedic creative process and then being surrounded by like more out there comedy around that period of time as well. So they sort of felt like they needed to do that kind of thing. But yeah, it's interesting how much of it you see in these earlier seasons.
Yeah.
I think this is like the right balance for it though. Like, I think this is like the mark where it works really well for The Simpsons. And there is a point where it just goes overboard.
Because it's still snappy. Like, it's still like they make a dark joke, but then they just move on to the next thing. You barely have time to process how fucked it was before you're already laughing at something else.
Rather than like a season 20 episode where it's like they hang on to it.
Yeah, they linger on it where it's like, okay, this is getting awkward now.
Yeah, like it's a shock value in these episodes where it's like the entire joke is leading to that dark route in the later seasons.
Yeah.
Where was it? Oh, okay. So there was like another sort of little bit of context. So there was originally going to be a running gag where Lenny kept getting hit with random objects. There were many endings to the original script. One ending was Homer throwing pig's blood into the crowd, and 50 years later showing Homer telling a group of children that this was the reason why Thanksgiving was now renamed Blood's Fest. They were also going to be hit by blood and laugh. There was another ending with gravy, but then changed to fish guts.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad, because those are funny.
No.
Nothing else was good except for the fish guts.
No. I've just got a couple of one through line, and the highly memed moments. So that, oh my eye, I'm not supposed to get pudding in it.
Right. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. And then I feel like another highly memed moment was like the sort of clerk at Costington's, the fucking Why do you talk like that? I just He doesn't say it in this one, but yeah, gets reused a few times.
Yeah.
The through line that I had was from a fucking funny skit that I loved seeing. I think it's from the episode where maybe Burns is trying to impress Bart with something, and he's trying to. It's when I think Bart becomes Burns' heir, and Bart has no friends anymore. And he's like, "Oh, I can be one of your schoolyard chums," and he's got like the old school like football style jersey or Guernsey and headgear on, and Smithers is holding the ball like a tee, and Burns is like, 23, oh, skidoo. And then boots Smithers in the chin. So this one, he also uses the phrase like 23 skidoo, which reminded me straight of that. So he was like counting maybe when Homer was in the panda.
Oh, yeah, when he's doing the dance.
Yeah.
The
23
Lindy
skidoo,
Hop.
24. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was quite good. I think that was the only other one.
I think like one of the funniest scenes in the episode, and I don't know, like it's just like super juvenile. It's like when Homer is like dressed up as the panda and they put the curtain down when the panda's like dragging him away.
Yeah.
Just the scream that he makes.
Yeah.
He ducks onto the curtain. He's like, ah!
Yeah.
That's so good.
Just got a couple of cultural references.
Mm-hmm. Some of the other buttons, Kegs.
Wait till Matt's done with these cultural references.
The episode's plot is similar to the film The Magic Christian. The main character, Sir Guy Grand, is an eccentric billionaire.
That sounds like the fakest name of all time. Sir Guy.
Sir Guy.
Are you sure it's not Sergey?
No, it's Sir, and then his first name's Guy.
Oh, Sir Guy. Right. Okay.
Yes, Sir Guy. That's Chief Wiggum.
I'm not your Sir Guy.
Funny guy. Is an eccentric billionaire who bribes people to carry out his whims, similar to Mr. Burns hiring Homer to be his prank monkey. Grand also plays his pranks to shock people, mocking what they consider to be important, similar to the prank that Burns and Homer play on Comic Book Guy, which I thought was quite fun.
Oh, yeah, that was probably, like, the best, like, Everybody else is just sort of like a little bit like
Humiliated.
like the bathroom scene, stuff like that. Whereas it's like the shit that they did to Comic Book Guy, like crushed his fucking soul.
Yeah. And he was just finishing off eating like 100 ding dongs or something.
Which is a reference to a Malcolm in the Middle episode.
Right.
Which I don't know which came first. Once again, like after we had that conversation last week about Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what's referencing what, but there is a Malcolm in the Middle episode where, what's the oldest brother's name? Francis.
Yeah.
He's at that military camp or whatever the fuck he's at for most of the show, and yeah, he eats 100 marshmallow peeps.
Oh, that's what they were, marshmallow peeps.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I love
A classic.
Yeah.
A classic.
What else was there? No, I think that's it. That's all I got.
Reviews?
Yep. Colin Jacobson of DVD Movie Guide gave the episode a negative review, saying, "Bad sign number 1. When a series plagiarizes itself. That occurs here when Mr. Burns states, 'There's a New Mexico,' a line that was a lot funnier back in season 5. Bad sign number 2. A scene in which Homer gets raped by a panda. A couple of the pranks provide minor amusement, but overall this is a weak episode."
I feel like I feel like it's more implied rather than like stated.
Yeah.
Like, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant to be taken literal. Oh, that means he got fucked by that panda. 8 out of 10.
Not enough panda cock. 8.5 out of 10.
8.5 inches.
8.5 Curix. In January 2012, Johnny D of The Guardian wrote that many fans regard the panda rape scene as a low in the show's history.
What the fuck?
And suggested the phrase "raped by a panda" should replace "jumped the shark" to imply that a popular series has declined in quality and is beyond recovery.
I mean, that's actually pretty funny, but
God.
that's going to be our new thing. If I could really rate the panda on this one.
Colin will like that.
Yeah, he seems like the kind of guy that would like that. I'm just surprised that like there's 2 separate reviews of both of them. Are just like, this is disgusting. It's like, it's a cartoon, and it didn't really happen.
No.
This isn't a fucking R18 horror film where you actually had to watch somebody get fucked by a panda bear. Calm down. I'm traumatized. 8 out of 10.
Should have been Homer versus Panda Rape or something. The episode name.
Oh my
Homer
god.
versus Bestiality. Then I could see why it would get negative reviews.
Homer gets pregnant in the park.
Homer turns black and white.
Hit the blue button. I have no idea where I found that.
What the fuck was that? It's fine. I've jotted it down.
Alright, final thoughts. Didn't realize how many classic Simpsons quotes came from these later seasons. There's so many in this episode alone. Burns just being pure evil is when he's in his best element.
Mm-hmm.
Although, like, I wrote that before we watched the episode following this, which was actually, like, very well done for a season 22 episode.
Yeah.
It's nice to see an episode of Homer with Lisa not disappointed in him for once.
Yeah.
They give those, like, implications, like she's gonna be disappointed in him, like, right at the end of the episode when it's like, oh no, like, he's throwing fish guts on people, and then he turns up.
Yeah.
And says something to the effect of, like, you know, your love and respect is more important to me than a bunch of fucking money.
Yeah. $1 million.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, that's right, yeah, Burns does offer him $1 million.
Yeah.
Which is so fucking crazy, because it's like, no matter how morally upstanding you are as a child, if your dad comes back from a fucking parade and goes, oh, yeah, I threw a bit of fish guts on people, but we're millionaires now.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I can make that rationalization.
Okay.
Okay.
Goes to, like, goes
There's
with
some
the
fish guts near dad. Let's spill it. Okay.
like the initial scene of when Homer does the first prank is for $4
Yeah.
and throws a pudding in Lenny's eye, and then does it again for another $4, and then does it to Carl.
Yeah.
What are you doing, man? That's Carl.
Staring at it.
Yeah. An eye wash station in the fucking lunchroom as well.
That's so good. Love that Lenny just like stands there as well. Like he doesn't go
Oh,
to
he
the
doesn't
eye
help.
wash. He doesn't go to the eye wash station. It's like, 2 feet away
Yeah.
from him.
Well, to be fair, he can't fucking see.
Yeah.
Anthill, wasp nest, moose poop, Mr. Burns. Mr. Burns? My poop stick has brought him back to life. But which end? What do you want? Come on, man. Leave me alone.
Friend? You, my mommy, daddy, puppy?
Whoa, your brains have turned to oatmeal.
My name, Oatmeal?
This is too weird, man.
Wait for Oatmeal. Go!
Alright. Scene 22, Scene 22, episode 5. Episode 5?
6. Yeah. Season 22, episode 6, titled The Full Monty. Synopsis reads, Mr. Burns is branded a social pariah after buying all the vaccinations created for a fictitious illness cooked up by the media. When he learns he has when he has weeks to live, the town celebrates, so Burns attempts suicide. He fails, and Bart takes him in as a house guest. The townsfolk harass him until they're tired of it. Lisa takes him home, where he plots his revenge. Marge tries to convince him to be nicer, but he says that his cruelty is the only thing keeping him alive because he has lived past his doctor's prediction.
When you said Lisa takes him home, it threw me off for a bit. But Bart takes him home, and I was like, Lisa takes him back to his house.
Yeah.
Their house. Makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, obviously we turned to each other straight away at the start of this episode, and, like, you said to me, like, this episode has been, like, noted in the past as, like, you know, The Simpsons predicted COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like...
Which the similarities were pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah. So it was basically a round table World Health Organization-esque, like, room.
But it's just all the TV networks.
Yeah, all the TV networks, and CBS gets shut on the most. But, yeah, they had to create a ploy to make a phony crisis for whatever reason. And the only moral thing we could do is release this deadly disease to the public. So in March 2020, a modified clip from this episode was combined with clips from the 4th season episode Marge in Chains to show that the show predicted the COVID-19 pandemic. However, it was shown that the clip from the episode was changed with the phrase coronavirus written over the original text of Apocalypse Meow. Bill Oakley, who co-wrote the 1993 episode, commented on the prediction saying that since history repeats itself, it only seems like the show is predicting things.
Yeah, I feel like that's, like, the bigger point to make. It's like, yeah, stuff is, like, it's not exactly the same, but it does sort of all go in a big circle.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Also, when you do like 700 plus episodes or something, you are bound to, a broken clock is right twice a day. Kind of thing.
Yeah, true.
It's just going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, instead of a...
Well, I mean, we're living through the fucking, like, the new age Hitler right now. Like, history is literally fucking cyclical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, I can't really disagree with you on that one.
Yeah. That wasn't insensitive.
Nettie Jacobson said.
Alrighty. I've got 3 quotes and moments.
Yeah, I've probably got about that.
Alright, I'll start us off. So, in that very initial scene where, like, all the people are lined up outside the hospital just before Burns turns up and takes all of the vaccines, pretty sure it's hidden, obviously, that is explaining. It says something to the effect of, like, we've only got enough that... No, it's Mayor Quimby, actually. Yeah, Mayor Quimby's there with him, and they're explaining, like, we've only got enough to vaccinate, like, 1 child per family.
Yeah.
And it sort of pans across the line, and everybody's sort of, like, you know, arguing about the fact. Krusty says in the background that he doesn't even have a child he admits to having.
Yeah.
Then literally the next line out of Mayor Quimby's mouth is that people need to Sophie's choice the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was Krusty
His daughter, which we saw last week.
Yeah. And, like, Sophie's Choice was a movie of some sort.
A movie about, where it's that, there's a movie with no, I'm thinking of The Fault in Our Stars. No, what's the other one? It's the one with Cameron Diaz, isn't it?
No, I can't remember who's in it, but it's like the choices, I think it's like, like the woman has to choose between like her daughter and her son dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the movie I'm thinking of?
Hitler's Choice?
Jurassic Park.
What do you got?
My first one was essentially a sign gag on the chopper. So like the news chopper flies in and it's on the screen for a brief moment, but it was like, Channel 6 News, not racist, but number one with racists.
Oh, yeah.
And then, so in response, the producers added a brief scene at the beginning of the opening sequence of the following episode with a helicopter that bears the slogan, Fox News, unsuitable for viewers under 75. According to showrunner Al Jean, the producers of the show were pleased that they had annoyed O'Reilly and that they had never received a warning from Fox about making jokes about the network. He added both ends of it benefit the ultimate News Corp agenda. Jean said, we're happy to have a little feud with Bill O'Reilly. That's a very entertaining thing for us. So, like, obviously, the news team, whoever watched this, like, complained about it, but Fox did nothing about it to censor it. That's why it's still there.
Bill O'Reilly ever fucking do with anything?
Might have been a CBS guy.
No, he was like a Fox guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, probably just had a whinge and...
Yeah, Republican political commentator.
Right. Fair enough.
Essentially, I'm pretty sure they parodied him to a degree. No, that's another guy that I'm thinking of. Rush Limbaugh. Yeah, they like parodied him with that fucking, I don't know what his name is, but they have him like on the radio and stuff. The dude that says like he's questioning Quimby at that press conference, the one where they make such a joke of the man.
Oh, yeah.
Like blood on the knob. What's your question? My question is about the budget.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
My next, it's not a quote, it's just a, like, sequence of visual jokes, essentially. Like, the Burns finds out that he's dying and said, like, how am I going to tell everybody in, like, a, nice and subtle way?
Yeah.
Big fucking billboard and bring everybody to his house for a, like,
firework,
black tie dinner. And, like, Homer, Marge, Lenny, and Carl are all sitting at the table and they're talking about what Burns has possibly got to say to them. And I can't remember which one it is, but somebody says something about the fact that there's like ominous music playing and it cuts to the band in the corner. They're called the Grave Matthews Band.
Yeah, that's right.
Then it cuts to just the stage and the mic stand, and then Burns just steps out from behind the mic stand.
Yeah.
Like he's been there the whole fucking time.
Yeah, that was great.
It was fucking great.
A little moment that I saw was there was like a flashback to something and I was like, oh, was that little Vicky? She was in some sort of ad. And then later in the episode, they're like spitting in Burns's grave and they have to get a like concrete pump looking thing to pump out all the U-Hawk spit from the grave so people can spit more on it. And then when they fill his grave in, Big Vicky is dancing on his grave.
Yeah, with like a bunch of other people that have been trying to be like dancing in the show before.
Yeah, quite strange.
Yeah.
A good quote was when Burns is basically saying he doesn't have any friends, which maybe correlates to the season 12 episode as well.
Yeah.
The Prank Monkey one. And Smithers is like, I'm your friend, sir. And Burns is like, Smithers, I pay you. And then later on in that quote, he's like, what could two men do in a bedroom? And then Smithers is like,
I didn't write any context for my third one, but I know it's fucked because we both laughed about it, and I'm pretty sure you've got it written down as well. Yeah. It's like some little action figure that they've got throughout the episode, and it's just like pulling the string on the back of it and saying a bunch of heinous fucking things.
Yeah.
They pull the string on the back of this fucking action figure or whatever it is, and it just goes, attack during their sacred holiday. I'm not even sure what ethnicity that's referring to, but it's just fucked.
Yeah. I think Lisa had a doll, didn't she? No, Burnsy pulled the string of the doll that time.
Yeah, but I can't remember exactly, because it comes up like 2 or 3 times in the episode. It just says, heinously fucking racist thing.
Real bad. So, for more context for what happens to Burns, he like tries to commit suicide and he jumps off of a cliff and has sort of this comical fall where he like bounces off a bunch of different shit and gets knocked in the face and falls through a few trees and lands directly like on his head.
Yeah.
And then Bart's poking around in the forest the next day and he's like, pile of shit, bunch of sticks, Mr. Burns. And then like gets him up and he's moving away and Burns is sort of clearly dazed and thinks his name's Oatmeal.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And then Burns is following him.
For oatmeal. And he falls over, nose first into the ground. Bart turns around and he's just like, can't get up.
Yeah, it's funny seeing Burns in this light. It's just
Helpless. Yeah.
And then my moment for that was the townsfolk are like taking turns with Burnsy as he's just basically a punching bag of sorts, but he's being a friend to everyone that he can be a friend to. And Otto knocks on Simpson's house and Lisa opens the door and he's like, your turn. I've been using Burnsy as a bong.
What did you do with him? Found a way to use him as a bong. Like lights his nose and sucks out of his ear.
Yeah. So good.
Just, like it's one of those things. It's like, it's a dumb as fuck joke, but it's just the fact that it's like 3 seconds there and gone. It's fucking brilliant. Even like, there's a lot of like great visual gags in this episode. The one right at the end when he's like gotten his memories back, he's gone back to normal. He descended in the helicopter saying he's going to like torture the whole town. And everyone's like, well, we've done everything that we possibly could do to you. Nothing you can do to us is going to like hurt us or bother us whatsoever. So he gets out of the helicopter and then Lisa or maybe Marge starts trying to explain to him that it's like, maybe the reason like that you've lived past your diagnosis is the fact that like you've been helping people and being nice.
Yeah.
And he goes to like, I can't remember exactly what he does with Ralph. It's like
gives him a lemon drop.
Yeah, that's right. Gives him a lolly, and as soon as he hands him the lolly, his skull caves in and he starts bleeding. Then he takes the lolly back, his skull reforms, the blood goes back up. He's like, so it was being evil.
Yeah. Spreading hate is what's keeping me alive. Yeah. There was a cultural reference for when Bart has Burnsy in his room for the first time and he like dresses him up in like Bart's clothes essentially.
Oh, yeah.
And then Marge is coming, so he hides him in the closet amongst all the stuffed toys.
Yeah.
And it's like an E.T. reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was quite cool.
He's eating the stuffed animal.
Yeah.
He opens the closet back up and he's just eating the fuck out of his stuffed rabbit and he's like, feel good. Then he opens his mouth and all the stuffing just like pours, but there's no noise.
No.
It just goes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a weirdly good episode too. Like, I'd probably recommend watching this one.
Yeah.
Out of anything of season 22 so far.
Getting very skeptical of this season 22. Like, I don't understand how they managed to turn it around. And I'm really waiting for the point that it's just, back off the cliff again.
Yeah, is it going to like wave like this or go real far?
Imagine if we go through the next like 8 seasons or whatever and it just turns out that season 21 is horrible and the rest of them are okay.
Yeah. Let's hope.
Let's fucking hope.
Yeah. A through line as well that I saw was like didn't sort of ascertain the meaning it did in an earlier season episode where Smithers gets stung by bees and he's clearly allergic to it, so he's like the assistant for Dick Cheney and he's like handling a jar of bees again for that one. Cheney's telling him to like pull the wings off of the bees or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, again, they've sort of missed that plot of Smithers being allergic to bees because they did it again in like season 21 maybe, or semi-recently.
Yeah, it was recently. They did something with him and bees. I can't remember exactly what it was. Maybe it was earlier actually.
But he was getting stung by bees and he was okay.
Yeah, it was an earlier season. It was like a season 3 one. Yeah, Burns is like beekeeping or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, can we leave now? These bees are like stinging the back of my neck or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense that they hadn't established that he was allergic to bees by that point in time. But yeah, and I suppose he's not really like he's handling them kind of thing, but they're controlled, I suppose.
True.
I think the more fucked thing about that is just the fact that like Cheney's like, have you finished pulling the wings off of those bees yet? It's like, why am I doing this? It's like, I don't know, I'm bored.
Yeah. It's animal cruelty.
Yeah. And then right at the end, he like Men in Blacks him.
Yeah, he does too. So good. I got 2 reviews. So Emily Vanderwerf of the AV Club called the episode Recycled and stated, I generally liked the first act of this with the very funny bit where the networks conspire to create a house cat flu panic and the gags about waiting in line for the vaccine, but the rest of the episode very slowly deflated. She rated the episode with a C+. I don't know how...
At least that's like an accurate review. Like,
Yeah.
It's consistent the entire way through. She's not like, this is the worst piece of shit I've ever watched in my life, B+ or A+ or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know how it was recycled though, because I haven't seen an episode where sort of Burnsy
I think it's more just
Comes
like
good.
I suppose you could.
there's a few. There's like the one where he loses all his money at the Little Lisa recycling plant episode.
Yeah.
Even just like
Alien.
even just like other attempts to like humanize him.
Yeah, true.
You know, which is like, I don't know.
I think it's a fun concept, though. It hasn't sort of been done too much, in my opinion.
No, there's.
But again, like you're running into like episode 700 of a TV show, you are going to repeat the same, like storylines and threads every now and then. It's more about the jokes than anything else.
Yeah.
I'm not watching the fucking Simpsons for its plot.
No.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, this isn't meant to be like a commentary on billionaires or whatever. It's just a fucking, it's a dumb kid show.
I want to laugh at poo poo fun.
Eric Shit Sandwich of TF gave the episode 3.5 out of 5 stars. He thought the beginning of the episode with the fake epidemic for television ratings was unique before shifting to another episode about Mr. Burns.
I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I agree to not disagree. I don't know.
That's also how most Simpsons episodes are, though.
Yeah.
Like they start with one thing and then by the end it's like something completely different.
Yeah, it's always like, this is the vehicle for this, and then this is the story that we're really trying to tell.
Yeah, that's consistent even through the early episodes as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You can find this podcast on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. And I don't know if I usually... See you guys next week.
You're not mad at me, are you?
So we asked ourselves, who's behind the badge? Police? Cops? Police cops.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing about that is...